Yo, what is up everyone? This is your boy Nemesis and welcome to another YouTube video. And today we're looking at the state of my boy Lei in Tekken 7. That's right, we'll be looking at why Lei is where he is in this game, the current state. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Let's find out. So without further ado boys, let's get right into it.
So fucking cool. Alright, so first of all, can we just start by saying that Lei is one of the greatest Tekken designs ever? Like, the uniqueness of this character is out of this world. He is so fun to play, but he is so difficult in a way. That makes him really fun. He's got the whole Jackie Chan look about him. You know, we all played this character in Tekken 3. I don't think there's anyone who didn't use Lei if you played Tekken 3, because we all had that Jackie Chan. The Jackie Chan movies were so hyped those days, were so famous, so everyone was on the Lei train. Law as well, but it's about Lei today. We all remember the outcries when this character was not announced on the initial roster, bro. It was insane. Where was Lei? Where is Lei? Almost every comment you saw was about Lei. So Lei is one of the most iconic characters Tekken 7 has. Like, if you'd say the face of Tekken, people obviously think Nishima's, but the OGs always think of Lei, Law, Paul, Brian, these characters. And Lei is definitely at the top of those iconic ass characters, because this man's is OD. He is so fun. One of the most fun characters I've played in this game. I don't know who else can top that, but Lei is really fun. So yeah, everyone really wanted Lei back into this game. But we all remember Harada mentioning that his usage stats, Alzheimer's, his usage stats were hella low. That was one of the reasons why they didn't want to bring back Lei. They actually wanted to tone the entire Tekken 7 cast down, but no, you can see how that turned out. Indeed. So yeah, Lei made a return, but not much changed about him. He was pretty much the same. I don't think Lei has ever been good in a Tekken game. I'm not really sure. I started from Tekken 5. Like, I played Tekken 3, but I was very young at that age, so I can say Tekken 5 is where I started. From Tekken 5 to Tekken 7, Lei has always been in that not such a good spot when it comes to tier list. And it's the same with Tekken 7. You can't say he's bad, you can't say he's good. He's just Lei. But I think he's like mid to lower, but we get to that. So it did turn out really good for Lei, because it's pretty much the same. There are not major changes. I was expecting some serious changes with like the Razor Rush and stuff, but he came back pretty much the damn same way he's always been. Okay, so first things guys, with the videos as usual, we'll look at tier lists. I'll give you pro player impressions of the character. So we'll look at Aslan and Ash's tier list. We'll look at Kagemaru and Rangshu's tier list. And I believe Obscure also put out a tier list recently, so we'll look at that too. So I guess I've ranted enough, so let's get right to the tier list.
Yeah, so first things is Aslan Ash, the goated Aslan Ash tier list. Places Lei in the C tier, which is pretty much the average tier. As I've explained in my previous videos, there is no particular order to the characters in each tier. So it does not mean that Lei is weaker than Lee or Lee is better than Lei. There is no particular order. It pretty much says Lei is as good as Fang, Josie, all the guys in the C tier. So I probably agree with him, and I wouldn't doubt him a lot, because they actually have a very good Lei player. Those guys, they have Aslan Ali. I'm sure you guys know of him now. Pretty OD Lei player, one of the best actually in my opinion. So he places Lei in the average tier, and I agree with him. I think Lei is probably like average to low as well. So yeah, this is Aslan Ash's tier list. Pretty okay. So I think we can check out now Rangshu's tier list. So moving right on. And speaking of Rangshu's tier list, man, this tells a completely different story from Aslan's list. Yo, damn, he places Lei as the worst character in the game next to Eliza and Miguel. And to be honest, I wouldn't really complain a lot. A lot of people see Lei as a horrible character, so that's his opinion. It's pretty legit opinion. I mean, Lei isn't quite, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is Kagemaru and Rancho's tier list. Pretty much places Lei at the end, even worse than Lars and the Bears. So yeah, it's wild for my boy. It's wild for my boy. So yeah, it's Kagemaru and Rancho's tier list.
Okay, so now that you guys have a pretty good idea of what these guys think of how good my boy Lei is, I think let's take a look at his twos now. So Lei is one of those characters. He's a mix-up heavy character. Like, I think if you could class him, you can say he's mix-up, very gimmicky, mix-up heavy. He's got what, 15 stances. Like, you'd think he'd have the tools to handle pretty much everything in the game. But I mean, with Lei, he has the tools, but they're just so niche. His tools are very niche. His Razor Rush, which is supposed to be the center of all his offense, it transitions into all his 5 stances, like his animal stances. Wow, this thing is good. The tracking is horrible on this thing. The tracking is horrible. I'm not going to go into like character breakdown because I'm just talking about impressions. So everyone knows that Razor Rush has got horrible tracking and the frames aren't as good either. The best time you want to use Razor Rush is only on hit. On block, it pretty much sucks. You know, seeing as he's a mix-up character that excels at really mixing you up, it would be dope if his Razor Rush actually had good frames on block. You know what I mean? Like Eddie, for example. When Eddie is in what's it called, relax, no, the handstand mix-up, he's still scary even on block. I wish that's what Lei would have. So his Razor Rush is pretty niche. He has no solid homing tool. This is his homing tool, and it's pretty niche as well. I think niche is just the best way to define all of these guys' tools because it's really irritating. He doesn't have a really good low in neutral. Like his best low is the sweep, the hell sweep, which gives a full juggle, of course. But it's risky, of course. You know, high risk, high reward. Block it, get your ass launched. He has down 4, which is 12 frame low, but it's again it's niche. It goes into snake for some really mix-ups again. So his tools are there, but they're really non-existent in neutral, especially. It's supposed to utilize the stuff in stance, but that's also not as easy as you'd see as you. Jeez, it's just so much work with this character. I complained about Amaki, but it's like so much work with Lei. So he's got other ways to transition into stance, but all these also are not they are not really good either. They're not really true, how can I say, true stance transitions. You know, he needs something that can put him in plus frames and put him in stance. Not even his scary stance, like that's his dragon. I think he's dragon. Dragon is his most scary stance, but getting into this stance is not easy as well. He's got stuff like this. All of this stuff is pretty not true, like I said. Razor Rush, he's got side step. This is shitty range. I mean, it's a high, you have to step. So I mean, it's really a struggle with Lei. I mean, he got some new stuff in Tekken 7. This is a really awesome addition. They even buffed the startup frames. It's faster now, hella fast. I love spamming this move. It's very good on wake up, knockdown, plus it's awesome. It's awesome. I wish they buff him a little more. So as for his tools, that's pretty much it. You have to utilize his stances when it comes to poking. So you have to take advantage of the plus frames, or the frames on hit rather than the frames on block. Like this is good on hit. On block, it's not really that good. It's supposed to be a mix-up because it has the extension. But Lei's mix-ups are non-existent. Compared to someone like Xiaoyu or Eddie, Lei just isn't quite as good in my opinion. I don't think Lei, he needs more work. His mix-ups need to be more scary. You know, take me into Dragon in plus frames. I want that. The character should be. It's still 50-50. High risk, high reward. You block this, I get launched. You duck this, I get launched. So why must I still be negative when I go into a stance? I mean, come on. So that's pretty much it with Lei's tools. he needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work.
Okay, so now those are just some of the things I think you'd need. I actually think there's a lot more this guy needs. There's a lot more, maybe like his ground stuff. They need to work on his ground stuff. Maybe make some of his ground laws safe and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of it's just, there's just so much this character needs. Just the whole Rurik thing. So you're gonna hear me rant after this. Like, my rant is gonna get worse. So warm up. Like, get ready. It's getting real. But before I get to my rant, let me just say that Lei is really in that non-existent good and bad place. I mean, we all know Rangshu was on TWT with Panda, so there's really no excuse for not using a character game. So Lei isn't really that bad. You know, there's some good players like Aslan Ali right here. Peeling, I said earlier, that have tried to put work with this character, but we've just never seen them get very, very far in tournaments. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Finna rant now.
Okay, so now that I've ranted a bit about why, or we looked at Lei's tools and I explained a bit of why I don't think he's that good, what would I do to make this character better? Now, that's one of the most difficult questions you'd ask yourself about Lei, because Lei is just really wide. Like, he's got so much going on for him, like you wouldn't even know where to start to make this character better. So I think that's where the real struggle is with the Tekken devs. They don't really know what to do to make this character hella good, because Lei is too iconic. I don't know why they make iconic characters be bad. They shouldn't make iconic characters, should stick out. They should be good. Look at Feng. Feng is pretty much iconic now ever since the introduction, and he's in a good spot. But Lei, come on. Okay, so what I would do to make Lei better in this game is, first of all, I would ease up on the gimmicky stuff. Like, I know it's Jackie Chan-y, everyone likes that about him, but there's just some stuff that's just really out of this world. Like, I don't like the whole haha step. I know I get a lot of shit for this, because this is it's like tradition and hella good. But I would get rid of his haha stuff. His back turn. Okay, let me talk about his back turn. I don't think Lei should have a back turn. They need to reduce his move list in a way that, how can I explain it best? They need to reduce his gimmicky stuff. Just reduce it by a bit so that we can focus on the tools that will make him very good in the game. You know, we have to go into back turn, we have to lay on the fucking ground, we have to go drunken master, we have to, I mean, come on, you need to be efficient in Tekken. It's all about efficiency. Throw out moves that will be efficient. Master Raven, Feng Wei, who else has a back turn? Lily. These guys get a lot of efficiency from the back turn stance. I know Lei has this stuff like the back sweep, but come on, you already have the sweep, so why do you need the sweep again? I really, that's just my opinion, guys. I don't think all of this stuff is necessary. So one, I would get rid of his back turn. Two, I would focus on his Razor Rush. I would focus heavily on his Razor Rush. His Razor Rush is the center of his offense. One, make this thing track one side. Maybe his weak side. I don't even know what his weak side is. I think his right side is his weak side. Make this thing track his weak side for the Razor Rush, and make this gel. This thing is so weird, like it's so niche. Sometimes people actually step out of it. I've heard Suiken complain a lot about the Razor Rush in this game. Like, it's been good in the past, but in Tekken 7 it's really weird, because like people can step out of it for some reason. I don't know if it's because you can slow it down, but they need to really, I don't know, they need to fix this. It should be a complete gel, but it should be stable if you slow it down, as almost every move is in this game. So I don't know why Lei isn't like that. Secondly, his second version of the Razor Rush, this one, the one that starts with the 2 and has block stun. This one, I would like it to have stance transitions if the first hit whiffs, and I would love the stance transitions to have better frames. So you have the choice to use the Razor Rush that has bad frames on hit, on block, then use the other Razor Rush that has good frames on block. That would be so good. Because as things stand, this thing is pretty much useless. The only thing that's good about this thing is that it tracks. It's got very good tracking. I know lay players don't know that, but this thing, guys, is basically homing. Just try it out in the movies and you see what I'm talking about. It's very good at tracking, but it's just a bad version of it. On block, this thing can be parried. So I don't really, people do like mix up like this, but again, it's just really, it's too much stuff. Make the transitions his core game plan. That's what Lei really needs. Just fix Razor Rush, the frames on his stance transitions, and boom, you have a good character. At least that would be a good start. So that's two stuff. I talked about his backstern, I talked about his Razor Rush. Number 3, his neutral. Jesus, his neutral is awful bad. Like, I not want you to use the stances because that's why he's supposed to be scared as fuck, but Jesus, his neutral is awful. He's got like downpours. His downpour 2 is decent. His downpour 1 is non-existent really. He has no lows. He has no plus frames. He has this. It's so bad. So what I would do to make his neutral a bit better, 1, give him a better homing move. This is trash. This is trash, please. It's so horrible. Give him something good. I don't know what you give him, but just make something a little bit homing. 2, give him a good low. I don't even think give him a good low. I would say buff this low. Make the 2 hits natural combo. But this should be natural combo, and it should leave you closer to the opponent so that you get yourself a mix-up. On hit, on block, they should float you out of this. That's a fair trade, right? They block, you get launch punished. They get hit, they're in a mix-up. That's how this thing should be. This thing is useless as it is, just a round ender now. So this would be good as a good law, in my opinion. At least that would be good for a start for his neutral in no stance, because I get Lei is strong in his other stances like Panther. So making him strong in neutral really, makes using his stances pointless, because he's already good in neutral, so why use his stances? So I get that, but just a few tools to make him go, because his frames are too bad. His stance change frames are so bad. I think that's pretty much it I would do with Lei for now, because like I said, he's a wide character. There's so much you do with him to make him better. Just some ideas under the bus, guys. I think something else I'll do is try to make Drunken a little bit more. There's so much you can do with his stance. Maybe make the mix-ups a little bit stronger at the wall. He's got stuff like, there's a 50-50 he gets between Drunken Master 1 and Drunken Master Sweep. That's a mix-up at the wall to Drunken Master together with the grab. So I'll just make this stance, buff the low, make it faster please. Yeah, just make this stance a little bit better. Otherwise, Lei is not in a good spot right now. You barely see him. Some players like Keithu, Peeling have done work with him in tournament a bit, but it never lasts. Not a character they always go back to. Keithu goes to Horang, Peeling has of course Xiao Yu. So man, it's not a good thing seeing Lei always in this situation. Every installment that comes in Tekken Tag, there are no Leis anywhere. In Tekken 6, we saw a lot of Suiken. That was a really Suiken and what's his Japanese Lei player? I forgot the name, but I'm sure you guys know him. A famous Japanese OD legend Lei player. Plays Poor, I believe now. So Lei needs work. He needs work. I would love kind of rework. Him and Leroy need a rework in Tekken 8. Lei needs this removed. I don't like this backstern stuff. Should just be a solid stance, get in your face, just switch stances in your face. Have good frames, second Razor Rush, maybe other good tools that take him into other stances. The stances like Crane, or sorry, like what stance is this? This is Dragon, right? Tiger. Oh, that one is Tiger. This is Dragon. Dragon isn't really a scary stance, but that's why he has the strings and a decent low as well. That's why he has the plus frames. So I would say give him more tools and let him go into Dragon, so that he has a lot of poking tools. You know what I mean? Just give him good frames of stance transitions, please, Namco. Lei is unique, he deserves to be good. That's pretty much my rant, guys. I've ranted with the state of Lei in Tekken 7. Overall, as I said, he's one of the best character designs in the game. He's very fun to use. I have like, I don't know, 300 games on him. But it doesn't last like Tekken 7. If the character isn't good, just isn't really a good feeling about using such a character. But Lei is fun. You do use him a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And hopefully you'll be here for my next video. So yep, GG.
Don't forget to subscribe!